MissMannis Productions presents Barbaville Adventures Comedy Series. Episode, Are You Kidding Me? Dr. MissMannis, Fired and Fried. Part 1. Scene 1. Hospital Interior. Day. Dr. Julia MissMannis is rushing through the clinic, hyping herself up for her performance review, when, splat! Dr. MissMannis. Glee! She slips on a suspicious puddle, sliding the entire hallway like a rogue bowling ball, and takes out 3 patients, a priest, and a vending machine. She lands in the lobby, falling onto her ass and sliding into the wall, upending a potted fern, which lands on top of her head. A few seconds of silence, then, Doctor, muffled. I think I'm okay. Patients and staff can be heard screaming in the background. Scene 2. Hospital break room. Day Dr. MissMannis, holding a dripping mop, stands in front of her furious hospital boss, Dr. Dangleberry. Dr. MissMannis, do you realize that you slipped on urine yet again? Doctor. In my defense, sir, that puddle had a personal vendetta against me. Dr. Dangleberry. You destroyed an entire orthopedic ward. You're fired. A close-up of MissMannis's comically horrified face as thunder cracks. Where did the thunder come from? No one knows. Dr. MissMannis gasps. Dr. MissMannis. Giello! She drops the mop, and it splashes on the boss's shoes. He does not look amused. Dr. Dangleberry. And you still miss the puddle. Scene 3. Exterior. Joe's got the crab's crab shack. Night. A giant crab wearing an eye patch decorates the sign. A banner reads, Now hiring desperate people. Scene 4. Dining area. Night. The entire staff is dressed like pirates. A cannon booms every time someone orders appetizers or specials, with customers screaming, Make it stop. Dr. MissMannis enters, wearing a scowl and a massive pirate hat that keeps hitting chandeliers. Doctor approaches a table trying on her mandatory pirate voice. Doctor. R. Would you like to try our appetizer special? I've got the crabs. The family sitting at the table looks horrified. One of the children starts crying. Scene 5. Host stand/entrance. Angelina Stockton, a beautiful blonde, walks in, elegant and glowing in a sexy black dress. She is accompanied by her boyfriend, Eric Swayton, handsome, confident, and utterly clueless. He and Angelina look around, curious and a bit hesitant. Eric. Wow, Angie. I heard this place was unique. I figured it would be a fun place to go out for a... His sentence is cut short by a sudden loud cannon explosion. Glitter inexplicably flies everywhere. 2 shrimp cocktails fly across the room. The host leads them to their table and they take their seats. Their server arrives. Angelina's eyes pop as she takes in the sight before her. Doctor has arrived at their table, wearing her ridiculous pirate costume and oversized hat, as she accidentally knocks over a decorative seagull that squawks in protest. Eric glances over warily. Doctor. Welcome to Joe's Got the Crab's Crab Shack. How may I take your glorter? She suddenly realizes that it's her best friend Angelina sitting at the table. Doctor. Oh, hi, babe. Then she glares over at Angelina's date in a jealous scowl. Doctor. Glaric. Angelina. Doctor, I didn't know you worked here. Doctor pulls out a pen and paper, preparing to take their orders. Doctor. Yeah, I recently lost my medical license. Long story. I figured since I already smell like fish anyway, I might as well work somewhere I can blend in. Eric sets down his menu abruptly, clearly losing his appetite. Doctor. So you 2 love seagulls know what you want? Angelina glances back at her menu again. Angelina. We'll start with something smells fishy. Boom! The cannon goes off again. Eric's menu catches fire. He quickly puts it out with his glass of water. Eric. Is that supposed to happen? Doctor. Yes. That means it's fresh. As she goes to get their drinks, she trips over some seaweed and faceplants into a nearby table. Doctor, muffled in chowder. Hey, sorry. Scene 7. Doctor arrives back at their table with their drinks. Doctor. Here are your drinks. Her eyes linger longingly on Angelina's cleavage. Eric clears his throat. Eric. Wow, so you and Angelina are still friends for all these years after high school, huh? Doctor. Oh yes. Angelina and I go way back before you guys even knew each other. I've watched her sleep. A few moments of awkward silence pass. Angelina. You mean watched me sleep during sleepovers, right? Doctor. Yeah, sure. Scene 8. Doctor carries a platter labeled fish sticks and dips. She steps on a stray crab. She slides. She launches the fish sticks like torpedoes. Eric ducks just in time. Crash! A large chandelier falls. Pirate flags combust. The cannon fires again for no reason. The restaurant descends into chaos. Parents grab children. An elderly couple shuffles as fast as they can out of the restaurant. Tables flip. A man gets stabbed by a decorative swordfish. Scene 9. Eric quickly stands up. Eric. We're leaving. The cannon operator, a sweaty man in an undersized pirate vest, won't stop firing. Cannon guy. I can't turn it off. The cannon launches a platter of I've got the crabs directly into Eric's crotch. Eric screams and crumples. Eric. Gah! I've definitely got the crabs. Scene 10. Angelina helps Eric limp out of harm's way. A lobster clings to his pants. Doctor sits on an overturned treasure chest, covered in chowder and failure. Cannon smoke drifts through the half-destroyed restaurant. The bored pirate mascot in his giant crab costume mops angrily around her, grumbling obscenities under his breath. Doctor whispers in despair to herself. Doctor. I was a doctor once, a healer of the weak, a slipper on the meek. Crab mascot. You're sitting in the mop bucket. Doctor screeches and jumps up as she realizes she is perched in sudsy water. Gray bubbles and dirty mop water decorate the ass of her pantaloons. Scene 11. Suddenly, a panicked shriek breaks through the silence of what remains of the restaurant customers. A large burly customer, Captain Chompson, stands, eyes bulging. He clutches his throat. Half of a prehistorically large hairy crab leg sticks out of his mouth. He staggers into the aisle, knocking over a life-sized pirate skeleton. Customers scream, "Somebody help him!" Doctor runs over, slipping once, then twice. Doctor. Stand back! I'm a currently unemployed medical professional. She attempts the Heimlich, but because the crab leg is huge, it only makes squeaky toy noises. Captain Chompson's muffled gurgles sound like a seagull in agony. Scene 12. Doctor spots the decorative cannon nearby still smoking from the earlier chaos. She grabs the cannon operator by the vest. Doctor. How do you turn this thing on? Cannon guy. Ma'am, it's always on. She wedges Captain Chompson's throat near the cannon barrel, aims, and boom! The crab leg rockets out like a spear, landing into a bowl of chowder 2 tables away. Captain Chompson inhales dramatically, sucking up air like a shop vac. Captain Chompson, tearful, gasping. You saved my life. The crowd gasps and applauds. A sea shanty version of Barracuda plays triumphantly. Scene 13. Dr. Dangleberry bursts in, just as the crab mascot accidentally knocks him out with a giant claw. He rises, dazed, watching the crowd cheer. Dr. Dangleberry. MissMannis, that was unbelievable. Your chaotic methods may be horrifying, but undeniably effective. He dramatically hands her a fresh medical license, still wet with chowder and speckled with glitter. Dr. Dangleberry. Welcome back, doctor. Preferably far away from slippery floors. Scene 14. Angelina returns, looking relieved. Angelina. I'm so proud of you, doctor, really. Doctor looks at her, starry-eyed. Doctor. Does that mean you'll be my first mate, gorgeous? Angelina smiles sweetly, though still looks uncomfortable. Angelina. Let's just stick to friendship for now. Eric, still limping, gives MissMannis a wary side-eye while holding an ice pack over his balls. Scene 15. The restaurant manager fires a celebratory cannon. A flying squid slaps MissMannis in the face. She stumbles backwards. Whoosh! Crash! She falls right back into the mop bucket. Doctor. Glare! Well, I always did get wet from being whacked by a squid at home. Glare! Cue a sea shanty version of Stayin' Alive. The end.